When I think about GlobalMedic and who we are as an agency, I think that our work in Bahamas kind of sums up what we're all about, right? So you think of Hurricane Dorian, the slow-moving Category 5 storm, horrible storm, just sits over Grand Bahama and Abaco forever, and it just devastates these islands, right? So in we come, all our teams immediately, and we come in with big giant tents and water purification units and our rescue gear, and we're in to help folks. Some of our folks land directly in the country, others are out on boats with our friends at Sea Shepherd, using their big Coast Guard cutter to come and reach those outer islands in these inflatable ribs to go and reach folks. And we are providing immediate aid, and we're running water purification systems to get people clean drinking water. Then we start handing out these family emergency kits so that families have clean water, in their house, plus those solar lights and those hygiene items. We ramp up our emergency food program where we provide buckets of staple items in, and we're handing them out to folks, and they've got rice and beans and everything they need. We bring in hundreds of thousands of pounds of food aid into the country, and local volunteers repack them and put them into buckets and get them out. So more food aid's going. Some of our big tents that we would normally use as hospitals or clinics actually get repurposed and now house dogs and rescued pets and animals. I mean, just think of the innovation there. Rescuers were going and saving pets because people had to leave the islands and couldn't bring their pets, and they saved the animals. They needed a place to keep them, so we put up our tents and we air conditioned them to keep the pets happy and safe. And you had some beautiful moments with owners being reunified with their pets, and the other dogs were rescued and found new homes through our partner services as well. Well, those tents then actually get repurposed again, and we start a boat repair program. So think of the innovation and ingenuity in this. We know that by flying our drones, we see 95 boats that are damaged and destroyed and put up onto the shore. So we know all these fishermen have lost their livelihoods. So we come in, use one of the tents, set up a fiberglass repair depot in the fishing town, hire local folks. And we say, we're going to repair anybody's boat. And we think, we're going to get like 20 people signed up. 119 boats later that are repaired so people can go back on the water. And then one of our partners at Rotary start giving them engines on boats that we'd repaired. Like the innovation and the ingenuity to create local jobs and provide a solution to get more people back working in their livelihood, into their economy is fantastic. At the same time, we set up a mold busters program where we train local folks how to go and remediate mold, because so many of these houses were flooded and then ended up having mold problems. So the solution was to remediate mold and get people back in their homes, because we don't want mold in their homes. We don't want folks in there, inhaling this mold. Create 50 local jobs. That's important, right? Jobs into the community. 8 people rely on every one job that you create. So we help hundreds of folks by creating those 50 jobs. Super important to do. We remediate over 300 homes, and we set a pattern and a trend, and we show other agencies how to do this as well, so that hundreds more homes can be remediated and assisted. At the same time, we're flying our drones in Abaco and Grand Bahama, and we map out every single damaged area so the government has a better idea and understanding of what it's dealing with. The Joint Logistics Cluster, the Shelter Cluster, everyone can see all the damage and work towards rebuilding, and the government can go and ask for rebuilding funds and then be able to provide proof of this. We even map out the airport. They shut down an international airport so we could map their runway. I mean, think of that ever happening in the world. Then we bring in a robot boat to go and measure how to dredge their canals. Like, that's innovation, that's interesting. And at the same time, we now start providing more PPE into the island. We bring in a wood chipper to go and mulch all of the down trees so that they can create a mulch and then give that mulch away instead of importing mulch. Like, if you think of all the innovative programs that we run in the Bahamas that went from beyond our traditional model of getting people clean water and getting them emergency food or popping up the hospital and getting them emergency care, the innovation and the ingenuity of using the deployed assets that we have in the country to go and help on multiple fronts through multiple partners, all because of our generous donors, who I want to thank, and then our great volunteers who do the work, and of course our staff who coordinate the work. I mean, that just tells you who we are as an agency, all that impact.